Episode 46. In the last episode, we kind of failed our attempt to climb up to the top of this section of the map for the architects. We actually got up there, but then I foolishly died before a boss fight even began. There might not even be a boss fight up there. Should I maybe change my loadout for better climbing while we're here? We already made it up there, but it's not like I have to have any of this stuff equipped. Whatever. If there is a boss fight, then this is sort of what I wanted. Sort of. The one thing about this harp tool, which apparently improves the way our needle in works, maybe it'll let us actually get some more lore on the bosses if it activates a bit more easily than before. Not this guy again. I died to that guy last time. At least we can do this maybe a little bit more creatively. A lot of shortcuts you can do when the entire wall is made of a platformable area, technically. Oh, but of course our witch crest makes us magnetize into those things, so we have to be careful. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. Oh, that guy didn't have any health left. Nothing for me to absorb. I guess I lost a lot of health on these parts here. And the one right after this. Can I go up this? Probably not. Let's not try. Okay, we're back. We're not gonna die this time, I promise. I promise. Oh, this just goes up to the other side. I died for nothing. That's gonna be used. Probably. Oh. Okay. It's a puzzle. Is this part of the puzzle down here? Like the background, or... Well, I guess what we want is just to connect everything up, right? Maybe... the part that stands out most outside of the light? Like this yellowish part. Or something. It's a puzzle and a half. And it goes all the way. 4 times 4. What if we make them all the same? Actually, they're not all the same here. I thought they were the same like this. Second and third tier. But they do connect down, so maybe that's something? Maybe there's only one combination of... Oh. Okay, that worked. Yeah, so just want to connect them, I guess. It's that simple. There might only be one combination of things that connect per cylinder. I wondered if some of these cylinders might have repeat patterns from the other cylinders, like this one had the same patterns as this one. It seems like they're all unique though. I guess we're gonna just start from the bottom here and try to see if anything connects properly. 3, 4. Did we start on this one? I think we did. This one with that pattern. 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there are 4. Okay. It does seem like there's only one way to connect the bottom to the top here, probably. Considering none of these combinations connect with this one down here, that means we have to find the right one for the bottom. Any one of these that do connect to this. Okay, we cycled through all of them. No one connect. Try the next one. If I had better memory, I could maybe solve this a little faster, but this method works too, I think. I think this is the last one, so there's probably just one thing that connects to this. Okay, that looks like it. And not this one. Not that one. Not that. That one. Okay. It becomes more simple when you connect the bottom one up. We've got the method now. All that's left is the execution. This sort of connects, but not enough. That's better. Let's start on this one while we're down here. Oh wait. No. And no. And yes, actually. I think. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, that one's right already. And this one also good on this tier. So now just this. Just keep hitting it until it goes down. There we go. I was beginning to wonder when we were first in this room and I was wandering around, if we actually had to go out into the world and find the right key for this puzzle or something, like written on some random wall somewhere, but no. It is just a puzzle that fits in this room. And also, a boss that fits in this room? Maybe just music. Very cool moment. Learn the architect's melody. One part of the 3/4 melody, entrusted to the industrious architects. Architects, conductors, and vault keepers. They all come together for this eternal farloom, I guess. Architects to build the machines that, I guess, well, that they're all becoming into. Vault keepers to preserve the memory, which I guess is part of what goes into the machine. And for whatever reason, the conductors are part of that. Somehow this music, I guess, plays into the eternal farloom. That's why it's called Silksong, I guess. But what is the Silksong? I'm sure we'll get an answer by the end of the game. Or not, maybe we've already heard the Silksong. Oh wait. Oh no, we just play the... Yeah, we play this whenever we're in the room, I guess. For a second I thought our tune changed forever after getting all 3 of those. But if we drop down here then... yeah, it's just a normal tune. Well, I guess we're going on to this. This section of the map was actually as small as it appeared to be. All that's left is... getting hurt. That is true though. After we get to the bottom and go back up the elevator with our new song, I'm pretty sure all that's left for this part of the game is getting hurt over and over again with some kind of scary boss. Damn, I jumped into it. It's actually a bit hard to get down from here. I guess the hardest part is not being able to look down. But we made it. Not yet. If there's a boss fight immediately after, then this will be our closest bench. And I guess we're going in like this. I did say I wanted to do a boss fight, like another boss fight with the witch here. But I didn't think it would be like this big of a boss to fight. I could change out to something I'm a bit more comfortable with. Real quick. Does this actually... it's affected everything so far. Poison caulifly, poison laser cannon. And what about the other things we got? Poison conch cutter, sure. Poison throwing ring. The only thing about these would be that they actually poison the enemy when they hit. So they don't affect, well, not too much. They don't change too differently. The only things that change more dramatically would be the plasmium file and this. And I guess this is also in the same boat where it becomes poison shots. What about this? It's already purple, but I guess it becomes not more purple. No, wait, it does. The silver parts become purple. Poison lightning, huh? Anyway. Keep on that poison in case we do swap to this. I guess what I want for this build would be the laser cannon and... conch cutter is okay. I think we would want something that hits multiple enemies. I mean, all of these hit multiple enemies. But maybe something that's, like the throwing ring or the conch cutter. I guess the throwing ring hits the most enemies with its tracking ability. So sure. But we are going in with the witch, and I guess this thing, just to try to make use of it. We still haven't made use of this yet. It's on the menu. I just haven't had the opportunity to be extremely wealthy without anything to buy. There's still things to buy in this game. I guess we're going in like this, and we can swap this out if I feel like... I probably need like increased speed, or if I just want my favorite thing that I'm still trying to weave in for normal use, the where is it? Oh right, wrong location. This one. No, not that one. This one. For scuttling around. We'll swap that one in if we maybe get enough lore the first attempt and don't need that extra power on this anymore, I guess. Although this might not even work on the boss if it's like the master of everything that does the silk. Pilgrim of Farthing Eternal, you are chosen who has ascended to this final threshold. Listen to our wish, deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. Song of the Architects. Let's read this again. They who sustain our realm, its walls, its floors, and its voice, even as others fall silent. we would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vaults. They who guard our history, our prayers, and our secrets across the ages. We would hear the melody of the conductors high in their gleaming towers, they bearing the heaviest mantle, who would guide our land ever on to greatness. Yeah, so still part of the whole eternity thing. It just needed someone to be at the helm. It all comes together in a cool way. Very nice moment. Pilgrim who would hold our song within your shell, rise above. Offer your most devout self unto our sacred heart. Unfortunately, I don't think we're here for that. In we go. Up the biggest vertical shaft there is, I guess. My favorite. Oh good, we got a moment in the elevator. I was hoping for it. There you are. Did she do 2 damage? She might have done 2 damage. Me too. You got me. You got me again. And again. That was close. You got me. First attempt, not so great. I think if I want to use this tool, then maybe we'll actually change it a little bit. And try the bolus. Maybe less damage overall, but better chance to hit, so more damage, in a way. Oh, is that part of the map? Did we fill in that map? We didn't. I gotta remember how she worked from the first fight. There were some telegraphs that I knew, but I don't think I remembered all of them. Yeah, we're here again. Should've been ready for that. Okay, well there goes our silk. Yeah, our telegraphs are a lot shorter now. She was going easy on us. And she's laughing at us. At least the run back is short. And that's on purpose. You do kind of have to watch the elevator go up, but I like that. It gives me a moment. Just a moment in between attempts. That was a bit too far away. Didn't quite counter that one. And I just touched her. It always feels bad when you die to just touching the boss. Wasn't even really an attack, it was just them positioning themselves. I was thinking to myself, after the first fight with Lace, it wasn't too hard, and if we just fight her again when she's just a little bit upgraded, would she really be that memorable of a boss? The answer is yes. She's still memorable because she's actually really tough. Where you going? Okay, don't go there. Ah, you know exactly what I want to do. As soon as she counters me, I dash away, out of fear, but then she dashes forward and then the counter hits me. Being to question if I really want to have the super slow, one of the slow quests, fighting Lace. I do still want to beat a boss with this, like more bosses. Just use this new quest in general, relatively new. But it might be time that we try out a different strategy. She's going to be a very fast boss, so I think we just want to be just as fast as her. We could try to outrange her with some of this junk, but we could go beast mode on her. Just kind of try to parry her with super rapid slashes. We could try to pay to win with poison, attack her from a range and use all of our silk for that. Maybe one more try with the witch. Maybe a few more tries. She's going to be very fast, so I'm going to be very slow. Or at least more passive than she is. We're just going to sit and watch. No more extra movement than is necessary. That was unnecessary. Alright, then she goes back up. Oh, back that way then. Getting mad, huh? Oh, that was a bit slower than I thought. And she came back. She changes her counter in phase 2. And she comes back for an extra sweep during phase 2. I think that'll work though. Same thing with the bolas. I do want to make use of them during some encounters with enemies or bosses. But if we're still using the witch, then we can at least consider using something else. The silk shot is very simple to use, just a very straightforward laser. And that's pretty much how you maximize its potential anyway, you just hit with it. These other ones, they require a little bit more planning with traps or positioning or making sure they hit multiple times. Some of them are better for multiple enemies. The drill, of course, also good for punishing. It also gives you downward momentum, which is pretty interesting. Oh, and I have to try the harp again. I just completely forgot. I could even just put on extra speed for our slow build. That's not necessarily a bad thing, trying to counterbalance the slowness with speed. And of course there's always the option for just extra damage or extra health. I think I'll go for the laser. If I did have extra speed, would that really help? Getting 2 hits in instead of 1? Is that even really something that we can do? She's so fast, I think getting 2 hits is probably pretty hard. But the speed increase is nice. And of course we can just put on the speed anklets if we want speed increase. Right. If we're talking about offensive tools, then I should just go with something that actually does damage, I guess. Maybe not a buff this time. Silk Shot it is. And this time we'll try to use our needle in, see if there's some kind of reaction. And if we get enough reactions, then we can just swap that out for something else. It's working though, we just have to watch her. Oh, she still does that during phase 1. I didn't think so. Okay, sometimes it's different. You kinda gotta watch it. Right, the needle in. Even her, huh? See me, your knight. A child too broken. Why her, mother? Why me? Yeah, why me? Wrong button. Getting mad, huh? I countered that. I guess it was a bit too soon. Well, we saw the reaction, I guess. This would be the correct choice. We're gonna do this. I think the extra range here, the super duper range on the stacking between the Witch Crest and the Long Claw, does kind of help out here. Just having a little bit of distance between you and her maybe helps out. You got me. Oh, that was that move. Okay, great. Damn, again? Yeah, that was a bad position. Right, she comes back. That is phase 2 only, it seems. Okay. I was considering already if I want to try, considering again, I guess, a different crest. This is working, sort of. I think we just keep on going. Any combination is viable, really. Some combinations are better than others, depending on your playstyle. We don't have to think too hard about this one. We just have to do better. Maybe the weave light would help, though. Okay, that was the up. Still getting used to our telegraphs. That one's obvious. Deciding on the optimal punish there. We could have actually gotten out of that one. Oh, she goes sicko mode. Right, she comes back. I missed. And again. Oh, that missed. Oh, great. A pretty embarrassing way to end the fight, but we made it. I almost kind of wish I could try that again. And in fact, maybe I do want to do that again. This manic fencer who delights in battle. A bug born entirely of dread. I didn't know that. Much silk would have been needed to see her sustained. A fragile form of life, but life nonetheless. I want to try that again. I can do better than that. That was a jump. Those two are pretty hard to tell the difference between. Okay, that's the move. I see the difference now. That was not a counter. Oh no, I was a bit too close. But I like that. I like that style. It actually kind of feels good with her zipping all over the place to just kind of calmly watch her. It also maybe feels a little bit in character. The way this dynamic works between how Lace feels as a character and how Hornet feels. Okay. I didn't learn a thing, did I? This is all practice for the Godmaster DLC, when it comes out eventually. Or whatever the Godmaster equivalent is. I hope there's one. Oh, you got us. Oh, she does it 3 times. She sometimes does it 3 times. That's good enough for me. We'll just have to remember all of those moves in however many months it takes for the boss battle DLC to come out, I guess. Congratulations, Spider. Finally, I felt your sting, and you've bared the truth of my pathetic empty shell. You always had the scent, child. You are no bug. Yours is a life born entirely from thread. Life? You're too generous. This weak, wasting existence. This was not life. Just a husk shaped to act as a child. Yours was life, Pale One. Do not confuse your unique creation with its absence. I have seen others make the same mistake. Hollow Knight 1 stuff. And speaking from experience. Platitude, Spider, from you, don't be gross. Head on, climb up, up and away. You've earned your audience with the divine. Face the Holy Mother who would fashion so cruel and crude a daughter as me. After all, it's you that she wants, is it not? And there's our last silk heart. Just checking. Is double jump required before you reach this point? Trying to remember. Better child spun pure than them. Yeah, I don't think you actually need a double jump to even reach here. You could have better child spun pure than none. You could have come all this way without getting double jump. From Mars Silk, a child born loyal. No, are we napping together? That's all of them. The Pale Monarch. Even further up. Over there then, okay. No bench to rest at, actually. Although... Oh, here we are. Okay, well that explains it. Our last chance to do anything before we fight. The Pale Monarch? Do we want to use this? We just used it. We didn't exactly use anything too useful on this. I guess we hit her with our big combo on the these moves. But the main thing was just having longer range and watching her. It didn't really matter in the end, but I think we are going to swap it up. Probably Hunter again. Silk speed anklets, sure. Maybe this thing? There isn't really anything else that I want for fighting a boss, so... Spider strings, okay. Basic healing stuff. What about offense? Probably the laser, and maybe a buff. This one isn't as slow as the witch, so... We can maybe use some flea brew. And quick healing might just be the most basic thing that I can think of, but... Well, we could also go for... extra silk. Extra binding. We are getting into a boss fight, so... This is kind of what this is useful for, just binding in general. This works well with multi-binder, and multi-binder works better with injector band. An emergency for health, basically. Before we decide on that, we could continue using counter. I kinda like that. It's just hard for me to take off Weave Light now that we have basically 4 bars, right? Yeah. That's enough to do a move for free, if we just wait long enough. And it takes a little bit of time to regenerate, but that is pretty strong, I think. They designed it that way on purpose. 3 silk hearts plus 1 sort of silk heart from the Weave Light. For a free move. Trying to scroll down here. If I do use the reserve bind, I guess I would get rid of multi-bind. Because if I just got rid of the injector band, that would be a very slow 4 health, I think. And on some bosses, there's a lot of time to heal. If we're constantly attacking the boss, maybe I'd get off of Weave Light. Since we don't have to regenerate Silk that much. But that's only if we're constantly attacking the boss. I think I'm going to take off Multi-Binder after all, and if I feel like I need the extra 4 health, we'll just use Injector Band with Multi-Binder and the Reserve Bind. Is this what I want? Long Claw is a nice thing just in general, but we don't always need it. Yeah. It's a very basic setup, but just a Reserve Bind and a quick heal. We'll do that. What's all this? Turns out it's nothing. The Cradle. Is this an entire zone? Or is it just like a boss chamber? Looks like it's its own entire zone. Bottom first. Yeah, if there are spikes, then that kind of counts as being its own zone, I guess. I can't actually double jump after doing... Oh, I guess I can. That's just kind of doing it wrong. Well, that's not a wall anyway. I thought this might be the kind of silk that indicates they have something for us. Guess not. Weaver in Ace Point, last of their line, mortally wounded. Tracked and taken in the Black Barrens. 4 chorus doors, 1 reed, lost to task. Yeah, what happened to all of the Weavers? It seems like these were cages for them, but I guess they lost them all one by one. Weaver in Quarter Part, last of their line. Staked to service, tracked and taken beneath the City of Steel. 8 core stores, 12 envoys lost to task. And all the guys that they lost trying to get them back. Do these correspond to... Yeah, I think these correspond to some of the Weaver monuments that maybe we found underground or something like that. Places they tried to ran to. Weaver and Ace Part, last of their line, frail with age. Tracked and taken in Sand Sea Waste. 7 core stores, 9 envoys lost to task. Okay. That's all this room is for. This actually might not be its own entire area if it's just going to be lore and no enemies. Just in case we are heading right into the boss. Well, actually, we should be able to get a map here, right? Probably. We'll find out. Okay, there is a map. They're still asking for money. Well, it just seems like this is it. And then the boss fight. Unless there's some kind of super secret. Wouldn't call this a super secret. Okay. A quicker run back. I guess they just wanted to give you a little bit of lore before you enter the boss fight. I do appreciate that. And a super secret. Well, a normal one. Is that a weaver? Our mother true? I think that's a weaver. Glory to you. It's kind of the same shape as the widow. Of the first, the last, devotion to you. Spin, bind, punish. Our light divine. Glory to you. I was wondering what manner of creature would be the boss of Forloom, the Pale Monarch. What's trapping all the weavers, but if they're calling it their mother, then... Oh, it's these again. What if you didn't have double jump, though? You wouldn't be locked out, would you? No, certainly not. I guess you could claw line over to this from here? Probably. Yeah. Just kind of some weird hoops you have to jump through if you lock this into place. Hang on. No, that's still doable without double jump. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with knowing what things are possible without double jump for the routing of this game. Yeah, okay, let's challenge. Grandmother Silk. Oh. There's more. Alright. Oh, she attacks. Got it. I should be healing, shouldn't I? Oh, I used the reserve by accident. We're grabbed. Right into it. Grabbed again. No way out of that one. One more time. I don't have to do this. I just kind of like it. It's funny to me. The run back is pretty easy if we have double jump. No need to worry about getting your cocoon back during the boss fight. Countering might not be the move here, unless we can counter that. We got lucky with that one. We did it. I didn't need to do that. That's new. Better that than... okay, never mind. We traded. Not traded, we went even. The same amount of damage as if we would have gotten ground. Okay. We're not giving up. There are some things that we could do better, obviously. And actually I'm not using my tools. I could be using them. Let's just try to use these more, and this too. There are times when she's far away from us, and that might be optimal to use our laser. And if we have to catch up with her, maybe the brew would be the extra speed we need. I didn't know she could do that. Okay. Probably avoided that one. Okay, then this part. Oh, I should have healed. Right into it. What's going on? This is very strange. Our HUD is going crazy. All of that silk. What the hell just happened? What happened to Hornet, most of all? You know, I forgot to use the needle in. Oops. Weaver Queen. We might not have wanted to bind that power. Yeah. Interesting ending, though. She was a being of like, I don't know, immaculate silk or something. Absorbing that kind of thing maybe changes Hornet for good or for bad. I was really curious to see what might have happened if we played the needle in during that fight. It seems like everyone is bound by the strings whenever we do the needle in, and that's what makes them lay bare their thoughts to us. But since she's at the top, I wouldn't think she would be bound by the music. We didn't even try, though. So I'm wondering if something else would happen if you didn't bind there. During the other parts of the game, when we had the option to, it was necessary to bind, like during the Widow fight. I guess that's what trained me. Oh, and we turned on the Kickstarter backers credits, so this might go on a little bit longer. Or not. Through darkness, the darkness and dangers you persevered. Thank you for exploring the world of Hollow Knight Silksong. Let's meet again on the road ahead. I may have been a little bit over-prepared for defeating the boss there. Maybe that extra pale oil made me a bit too strong with my basic attacks. It was over before I realized it. And we got Steel Soul mode. No reviving, death is permanent. The ultimate challenge. Of course, in Hollow Knight 1, the final boss was pretty similar. You could kind of breeze through it if you had the right build. We never did find that key, though. Or the map for the slab, for that matter. Let's try that boss fight one more time. Do things a little differently. The two things I'm thinking of are defeating the boss without binding at the end, and the whole thing of using the needle in, just to see what more happens, if anything. Probably at the very start of the fight there's some opportunity to do that. She just kind of screams. I'll defeat her with the power of music. We do know this can activate more than one time. At least it seemed that way on bosses, but it doesn't seem like it's happening on this boss. Of course, the other part of Hollow Knight 1 was that you had to do some objectives before you fight the final boss to actually unlock the other final boss. But I'm not sure if there's anything left in the game for me to do other than explore the side. In Hollow Knight 1, your dream nail was the key to unlocking the final boss. Well, that and those other objectives that I mentioned. Okay, no more needle in. Somehow finesse that. Oh, you got us. Very cool attack. I'm glad I got to see it. Oh, we should pogo off of her. Keep us in the air. There's the strategy. Does that actually do 3 damage? Oh right, that's still going. I think this is faster than pogoing. Jumping and attacking. Oh, no, I pogoed right into her. A bit dangerous. Okay. Damn. Oh, damn. I started off a little weak, just messing with the needle in. This time for sure. And actually, this is pretty hard to use against her, isn't it? Because the thing you're countering is mainly going to be the knives, and who knows if she's going to be near. This would get us closer to her, which is good. I'm not sure if this gives us invincibility to the knives, though. This is just like a very good punish, I think, if you're standing next to her, which is pretty often. And we can use it pretty often if we just use our silk offensively. This might just lead to the same ending. I might not have done all the requirements needed for other things, assuming there even are other things. There has to be, though. Off to a bad start. Didn't mean to do that. That's also good for pausing our momentum. That was fast. Must be our huge damage. Wrong button. Bit too aggro. You got us. There we go. And if we don't? This might be the only way out of this. Okay, so we're just missing something then. Yeah, we're missing something. The symbol of the Weavers, an even bigger bar, an even crazier HUD. What kind of game would you play when you unlock all of this? Maybe some modder is going to make that. We can only imagine, though. It's kind of obtrusive, though, isn't it? That huge HUD. They kind of talked about this in Silksong, didn't they? About the idea of Hornet becoming Queen of Farloom. This isn't exactly what I thought they were talking about, but it seems appropriate. I don't think I can skip out of this. Yeah, pressing the typical buttons doesn't do anything. But I don't mind watching it again. It's interesting to get a glimpse at this. And this is also not skippable, but that's fine. Up until this point, it's still a complete game, pretty much. You don't need a secret ending to have a complete game. The one thing is that we're kind of offset fighting the final boss and not feeling the full effect of trying over and over again because the boss is that hard or whatever. Having the double jump and having the extra damage on the nail are the main things that are making us a bit jacked for the boss. Now I have to do the work of actually finding out how to complete everything else. I can still go farming for all the rosaries, getting those items we're missing. Maybe find all the fleas too, but other than that stuff, I have to figure out how to get into the slab, like properly, where the map is and everything. There must be some kind of hidden wall or something that I missed, just like the mist or ball water. Or there's somewhere in the world where I'm missing the heretic key. That also seems likely. We don't exactly have any hints on where to find that key though. We had no idea we'd find the key at the top of ball water in the first place, but it was still in a pretty obvious place, at the end of the whole route. And I didn't comment on it before, but the title screen changed. It was one thing for when we started the game, Silksong. I guess that's when you arrive in the Marrow and all of that. And then for Act 2, the Citadel of Song, the background of the Citadel, and the Cradle, after you get this ending, I guess, or when you reach the Cradle, either one. It seems very bad though, doesn't it? This title screen as your ending. Oh, but we'll leave it on that until we actually find a way out of it properly. But it was all just a bad dream. Hornet really needs to consider if she wants to bind this godlike being into herself. And she's probably going to consider going back into the world and finding some other way to go about things. We'll let her plan out exactly what she wants to do, and while she does that, now would be a good time to take a break.